Welcome back.
Hi guys.
Hi. Okay. So it's the Three Musketeers.
Damn right. Damn right.
So you're watching
The
Wake Up
s-
Call live on LoadedTV.com.
The three best pairs of boobs you'll see on TV.
We're
That's
the three
so
best friends
true.
that anybody could have.
We're the three best
friends
friends that
that
anybody
can
can
have.
have.
I don't know
Anybody
the
can
reference. I
have.
don't get the reference.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Anybody-
I know, I'm kidding.
All right,
Oh
you
my
guys.
God.
So I'm
I am-
Brandi Dequin.
I am Bill Gates.
All right.
I'm sorry. Showtime's Oscar Ovies. What were we talking about?
And this is Alice Touch. And so.
And that's all. That's all
How
we
you guys
really
doing?
wanted to say.
That's
That's
all.
all. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys
Peace out.
later. Have a good.
So
All
how's
right,
everybody doing this morning? It's morning time. What are we? I mean, you guys are lucky. I'm even awake right now. Is what I'm trying to say.
I know, me too.
It
Thanks for
doesn't.
chatting in.
It does not happen very often. This is twice in a row now that I've had to get up this early. So I
And he's
think
complaining. He
I
loves his
think-
job so much.
I deserve
he
a little
complains.
bit extra. Is what I'm saying. Maybe
Extra.
a gift, some cookies
Raise
or
your
something.
hand if you guys
Baked
want
goods?
Oscar's job. Raise your hand.
No, too bad. 'Cause I lobbied hard to get it.
Well, I can lobby harder. Oh,
That's
did
bad.
not, that did not
What,
sound right.
what was that about harder?
She does. You do have a story about that.
About
You
harder?
could. She could swallow, but she can't drink.
Oh,
Wow.
so this, okay.
What?
So there is this 20
Segue.
I know, there's this 20-year-old sword swallower. She can't drink, but she can swallow. That was the headline.
What's her name?
We were talking
Asia
about
Ray.
it. From the
Yeah, I
Freak
know
Show.
from Freak Show. Yeah, from the show Freak
Asia
Show,
Ray.
which is terrifying, by the way.
20 years old, and she's swallowing swords.
Hey, it's
You
all
know,
right.
that's a feat that most girls would love to have.
Really?
No, I think
that's
no,
not.
no, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it most girls would love to have, or
Most guys would like to have- yeah.
Want the girls to have it.
know.
Or
I would. See, here's the thing, though. Here's the way I see it. When we're talking about this, and we're talking about about this story this morning. Here's the way I see it. If I was dating a sword swallower, I would feel inadequate. I think, I would be like, just can you swallow knives? Because that's more the area that I'm in. You know what I mean? Like, don't swallow swords. Swallow a butter knife. Let's start there.
Let's
And
start
then-
small.
Yeah, that way I don't feel.
I'm gonna be like David now,
Totally.
moving right along.
Because what happens
Right.
because what happens if she's a
No.
sword swallower and then like we've been dating for a couple months and then she like I can't please her but the sword does. Forget it. We'll just but
She's,
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go with this, so I'm gonna go
I
on to
do,
a really
because-
cute
Move on.
story.
but
My
we'll-
grandparents watched this.
you guys are on rapid
your
fire.
mom.
You guys are all over the place right now.
I know. Okay, you guys.
Trying
this
to add
is a
some
really
insight
cute
to the
story.
sword swallower.
Check, I have pictures of this, and it's really cute. So
Mm-hmm.
there's these dogs in need of a home. So it's a Chihuahua and a Spaniel, and they met together in a shelter. So they met in the shelter, and they became the best of friends. So this little Chihuahua rides on the back of the Spaniel everywhere they go.
Wow.
So they probably had a little discussion like, I'm never going to leave you
No, they
as
didn't,
long
'cause
as you
dogs-
don't leave me.
Dogs don't speak English.
Oh, and they don't have
so that-
feelings either, huh? They
No,
don't
that's
speak
what I
English.
said.
What do they speak? Spanish?
Do they speak English? Have you ever had an English conversation with a dog?
Dogs might
Exactly.
speak their same language.
They might speak dog. With
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say they spoke this in English to each other.
That's exactly what you just said.
They spoke dog
Literally.
to each other.
They had a discussion, is what you said.
I didn't say in English.
Point counterpoint.
I didn't say in English.
He's like, Chihuahua. Maybe the Chihuahua speaks Spanish. How do you know? Don't be racist.
I'm
It's a
not being
Chihuahua. I'm just
racist.
saying. Just saying. It's a Chihuahua.
And
How do
Mr.
you
Who,
know?
I have
How do
Mexican
you
in me
know
just
it's
like
not?
you do.
I don't have Mexican in me.
You-
I am Mexican.
You could have said you want
That's
some
the
in you.
difference.
Okay.
Oh.
No, because we've been there, done that, baby. That's why. No, according to the audience.
Oh, I just-
All right, you guys, so
Some-
if you guys want to adopt this dog,
Anyway,
so
sorry.
they ride along everywhere together. The Chihuahua's always on the Spaniel's back, and they're trying to adopt them out together. There's going to
That's
be
kinda
some.
cool.
There's cute pictures up on your screens right now, and I
Do
know
they
you're
have
all
names already?
oohing and awing. Yeah.
What are the
Of course
names?
they do. So Biddy is the Chihuahua.
Biddy?
Biddy and rides on Bodie's back.
Biddy
they go
and
for
Bodie.
walks. They sleep together, and the
That's-
Chihuahua. Not like that. The Chihuahua
Which brings
sleeps
up
on
which brings up another interesting
do it
topic:
doggy style?
interspecies, interbreeding relationships. Spaniard and a Chihuahua.
They're dogs, and they don't speak English.
When
I never
they have-
said
when
they
they
spoke
have-
English to each other.
When they have a litter, will it be A Spaniel?
Actually, they're not
No.
going to have a litter.
They're
They're
both-
best friends,
Right.
and they're in the shelter. Which
And they're
means
both male.
and they come out
Oh,
fixed.
so now we're against gay rights, is what we're saying.
No, but I
Alice.
was just saying. It's
Just
like,
we're
it's
shining a
kinda-
spotlight on you two right now. I'm
Let's
the
push
most.
him off the chair.
I'm the
One,
most enlightened
two,
brother on
three.
this panel right now.
All
Meanwhile,
right.
the cleavage twins are against
All right,
are
here's the
racist
thing.
and against gay rights. Interesting.
Twins?
You
We
and
actually
Anna-
are twins.
All right,
We
let's hear
always
your
match.
story because you're hating on us. Because
No,
we're
I'm
ready,
not.
we're
I'm
ready to
just-
hate on you right now.
just-
Go ahead.
No, is that
ahead.
you know if they want to adopt the dogs, where do they go? Where do they? Who do they get in touch with?
Just contact me and I'll get you in contact with
That's a lie. She just
Brandi
wants.
at loadedtv.com.
Well, the story that I was thinking. Here's the story that I thought was kind of funny, and I thought was really interesting. Yeah, I got it.
That's great.
That I thought was funny. And if you're watching Loaded TV, and if you watch any of the programs on Loaded TV, clearly you're a fan of alternative programming. Well, in Norway, there's a Norwegian public television station that plans to broadcast a burning fireplace for 12 straight hours, which is going to be wonderful. I can't wait. That is better than anything the Jersey Shore has ever put on TV.
They're
Right
gonna
there.
Broadcast a fireplace.
With. Not only is it just a burning fireplace, but they have firewood specialists providing color commentary for the 12-hour time period. They have
So
expert
they're
advice.
gonna talk about fire.
Yes,
for 12
and
hours.
listen, hold on.
I would think during the holidays, right?
Now, in that
No,
quote,
but Norway is always cold though, isn't it?
yes,
That's not
that's
the
why.
virtual fireplace is not going to keep you warm.
Yeah, it's a
Well, if
television.
you're by
picture.
fire, you know.
Now, Rune, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Rune Mokelbust, who is a producer for NRK in Norway, says, quote, "We'll talk about the very nerdy subjects like burning, slicing, and stacking wood, but we'll also have cultural
didn't
segments."
sound-
Stacking wood.
Yeah, cultural segments with music and poems. So
No,
there's...
this is something you would like. You like nerdy things.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about
I know.
it.
Okay, because I
And
was like, I saw this story. I'm like, I'm not going to talk
Yeah.
about that. That's weird.
But
And not
but
interesting,
an
but-
interspecies
When can I go to bed?
gay dog couples that speak English to each other. That's way more. I guess stories are way more interesting when in your mind they're talking English and having tea with each other.
I never said these dogs spoke English to
God.
each other.
It's
I
a
said they're
cute
the best of
story.
friends.
Brandy,
They're
get
best
some help.
friends. They
Get
met
some,
in the
get some help.
shelter.
They didn't
Why
meet.
are you sitting
Like
in
an
between us?
orphanage.
They didn't meet in the shelter. They were put there by. It's not like they were like, "Oh, Tom, what's up? I'm Bogle or whatever the hell their names are, Boble and
Biddy and Bodie.
Biddy
Biddy
and
and
Bonson,
Bodie.
Bonson,
No,
Bra-
Biddy and Bodie.
Brad and Bonson.
Oh,
Fleming?
goodness.
So
Goodness gracious.
anyway, I just thought that was interesting that that's the type of programming they're putting on in Norway. So if you're watching this show,
Look at my face.
which is not unlike a fireplace burning for 12 straight hours at the moment, you might as well check that out and look that up. Look up NRK
Stuart's
online
laughing.
and see when that's gonna happen. So see, that's what I do.
Have
Provide a
12
public service.
hours to spare, I'll definitely check
I
it
There you
out.
go. You don't have to watch for 12 straight hours.
Programming.
Well, you
That
know,
sounds
I
so
want to. I
cool.
want to get every single detail.
That's true.
Of
That's
how,
true. I
you know,
guarantee.
and the color
I guarantee you
of
guys have sat through like a
fire.
12-hour Teen Mom marathon or something. So what's the
A
difference?
what marathon?
You ever seen Teen Mom? It's a wonderful show.
Oh, I love Team
Yeah, see, she
I
knows.
watched it.
She knows what's up.
Stuart was watching with me last night.
Farrah, call me.
Farrah's
Farrah.
not on anymore.
She used to be, okay?
Call me. You know she got fake boobs now.
I know, aren't they wonderful? Here's the thing about Farrah's fake boobs, as long as we're on the subject. They are so out of proportion to the rest of her body that they're just
How big
gorgeous.
are they? That they're just gorgeous.
She
does her baby's eyebrows.
I know, isn't that weird? I read that story too. She waxed her little
Teen Mom.
4-year-old.
This is on Teen Mom
eyeballs.
MTV.
I think that's horrible.
I know, but that's why she needs a man in her life to guide her the right way.
But she doesn't. Nobody wants
Wait,
to be
he's
with her.
opting to be that man.
No, whatever. She's hot, so I'll take. I'm great.
Yeah,
with,
she's probably like
I am wonderful with
17
singing.
now.
No, she's like 22 now or something.
Oh, okay, well.
I am wonderful with single moms. So Farrah, you give me a shout. Kids love me.
Farrah.
So this is what it is.
Give Farrah your website. Or your phone
OscarOvies.com.
number.
Make sure you check me out. OscarOvies.com. Farrah, you can look up my Facebook. You can links to my Twitter there. Follow me
She's
and
gonna
hey,
Facebook stalk
let's
you.
hit it up. Hey, it worked for me. I just don't want her to deal with her mom because that was a crazy bee. Right? You telling me her mom wasn't crazy? Her mom was nuts.
So what you're saying is you watched Teen Mom.
I watch Teen Mom all
do
the time.
All right,
Teen
so
Mom.
don't make fun of us.
I wasn't
for
making fun
watching
of.
Teen
That's
Mom
what I said.
when you
It's
do.
the same as watching T-Mom. I was making fun of Jersey Shore, which is awful, and you both watch also that, right?
I don't watch
Okay,
that.
good for you.
Uh,
Yeah. But
Guilty.
you do, yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's awful. It's an
I
awful
can't
show.
stand it.
You don't want to party with them. You know we can
No.
keep up. We hang out with them.
No, I do
Dynasty?
watch Duck Dynasty. For all you hunters
Duck
out there.
Dynasty.
Oh my God, I love it. Sai, call me.
Wow.
Shut
Duck
up.
Dynasty.
The bearded man.
Oh, he's
The
so
old
funny.
bearded man. Was he 70?
He's so funny. I love him. He's so funny. I think he's
I don't
amazing.
suppose anyone has a razor.
And you
that I
know
could
we can hang out with
take
the
to my
Jersey Shore
wrists.
for a night, and we had so much fun.
No.
Come
Why
on.
would
I
you
think
do
we can
that?
out party.
With the
Why
way
would
we
you do
do
that?
it, come
Yeah.
on.
That's
I
not
think we
something
can
to be
definitely
proud of.
out-party
I don't know
now.
why you would.
We can do it better, is what I'm saying.
No,
I didn't say
but still.
sleazier or trashier. I said
So
better.
still,
And
but it's still-
classier.
that's-
Classier.
Well, that's easy. All you got to do is anything to not get arrested in the first 5 minutes. You'll be classier than the Jersey Shore people.
Let's give shout outs to BLD, Papa 10, Sweet Honey, Tiffany, Steve, Dean, King, and R.E. Campbell. Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Stella.
You guys like my shirt? Stella! I always do this, Stella.
Oh, and Darren and Blog TV, always. Darren, whoop whoop.
Darren's winning some money over there.
He's over here.
He's
for the
gambling.
studio audience.
He's rocking the Kino. It's our security, Darren.
He's my bodyguard. Watch
It's
it.
true.
You guys, we have such a great show planned for you, as always.
Can I bring something up that cannot be
Yeah.
ignored anymore? Is there a reason the two of you are hanging out of your shirts?
No. Hello. Did you not hear yesterday's show?
No, I did,
about-
but I just wanted to make sure that's what the reason was. Or
we're
not.
kind of starting it little by little.
No, yesterday's show we're on a boob band, so
Yeah.
we're not wearing bras.
So why aren't you? But I thought we talked about topless. I thought that's what we all decided.
we're
on.
You first.
We're taking it step
Okay.
by step. We're taking it step by step.
Now, but here's the thing, though. If you said you first, if I take my shirt off and you guys don't, I have
All right.
video proof.
All right, let's go.
Then I will sue the crap out of LoadedTV.com.
Oscar should go for 500 likes.
Oscar should go for 500 likes
What is?
on your Facebook.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
And then he will take his shirt
Oscar
off.
has to take his shirt off.
No way, bro. Are you kidding me?
A million
This
likes.
is what happens.
We'll take ours
Here's
off.
what happens if Oscar takes his shirt off. Loaded TV stock goes through the roof, and then it just becomes the Oscar Ovies channel.
Okay, so speaking
After
of
that.
likes, you know, you go on Facebook, you see all of. If I get 1 million likes,
Oh, all
then
those
this, this,
signs
this,
that
and
people
this.
hold
I'm
up.
like, just do it. You don't
Just
need
do
1 million
it.
likes.
Oh
Just
no,
do it.
it's the kids. I get a puppy. My mommy says I get a puppy if I get 100, like 500 likes.
Wow, really?
It's like, really? You're putting your kid up there on blast for the whole world to see what your kid looks like? That sounds really creepy.
That's
Tracy only need 130 more hits.
Speaking of that, Brian and Tracy only need 130 more hits
There you go.
because they're trying to reach their 500 likes so he can fight in May.
I'll tell you
Well,
what.
why doesn't Brian just do it?
Because then you gotta.
I don't know. You can ask him.
Jeez, wow, yikes!
I think Alice just
Wow,
told
I think she just shivered
I'm
over
just
here.
saying.
She's like, why doesn't Brian just do it? You're just shaking over here. You all right over here?
No, I
Good.
wasn't shivering. But I'm
Man.
just saying, like, why do you
Two
need...
words: curse splash.
I'm not trying to call out Brian. I know that he can do it. I just don't see why he just doesn't do it. Sorry, Brian. No offense or anything.
Hey,
I'm not
Alice,
trying to call you
Alice.
out, but
That was actually really funny. I like that. All right, you guys. We have a great show.
How come I never get high fives the 15 million times
You're about to get a
that
hug
I
when we
say
go off here.
how funny things? Forget it. I screwed the joke up. That's why. That's why I don't get high fives.
Okay.
So anyway,
Do you have another story for us, Oscar?
do I have another story?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I have a million
lean down
stories.
here and talk to. All right, give me one.
You're not even paying attention.
9 minutes.
Are you kidding me? It's just
Hey, that's
9
okay.
minutes.
It's still hey.
okay. So here's
What are you
another
gonna do? I
story.
still have.
Stories.
Here's,
Yes.
here's another story, though.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a restaurant in Tokyo
Yes,
where they serve
I've been there.
dirt.
I've been there.
Dirt.
A dirt omelet. I had it.
Okay. Do
It was
they have
very-
dirt omelets?
No, I just made that up.
No, this
I
guy
figured.
Yeah.
or this restaurant, like
Mhm.
what they serve is
Dirt.
dirt.
Yeah. I had a dirt steak.
So can I get the muddy dirt or the wormy dirt?
No, it's
or
Muddy.
the
There's no
fancy
such
dirt?
thing as muddy
Soil-
dirt.
Like soil
Dirt.
soup
Mud is dirt.
or
God, is
soil
it today
sorbet.
Slam Brandy Day? Like, will you freaking take it down like 3 notches?
Whoa.
I said freaking.
Whoa.
Well, he goes,
Whoa.
man didn't
Hug it out.
create the sea, the air, or the soil. They're simply all part of nature.
Mhm.
And in a sense, they are alive in their own right.
Mhm.
What I'm trying to do is reflect that feeling in food.
Mm.
Well,
I
I
had a-
don't want to eat dirt.
I had
Have you
a
had dirt jelly beans?
I had a dirt pot
Ew.
pie once. No, I'm
No,
making that
A
up. as
mud
well.
pie?
No.
The only thing I eat dirt is if I drop it on the ground and
I
pick it
ate
up and
dirt.
eat it.
Yeah, we've
Wow.
eaten dirt.
When I was
That's,
a kid, but like when
yikes.
you're a kid, like you do that. But I mean,
I never did that.
I did.
And I ate a lot of stuff, clearly. But
Come on, I've had ants. Come on, you haven't eaten some weird things?
Ew! I never ate ants.
You've never tried a black
see,
ant?
Now
No.
you're the one in the corner.
Not at
Back
my.
yourself in the corner.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Brandi-
Chat in right now if you guys are from different
Brandi
countries. You
took a
guys,
chance.
Some of you guys
What's the
eat
weirdest
bugs
thing that
and
you
stuff.
guys have eaten?
Dan Brady took a
now
chance.
Or as a kid?
She,
What?
you eaten
Yeah,
rat?
eating rat.
Stuart's British, so that doesn't count. They eat weird things over there.
Over there, they were serving horses in their like Burger King or something.
Horse
or
is
it
a
was Burger
delicacy.
King.
Horse is delicacy
UK.
everywhere but here. Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
yeah. they
The
found
horse meat,
in Burger King.
it's not like uncommon, but I'm just saying, like eating ant.
So they have
you
the.
put- you took a big
Actually,
step.
no. My mom said that when I was a baby, I used to try to pick up like spiders and eat them.
See, speaking of this, there's the
Weird-
Rocky Mountain
weird-ass
Oyster
people.
Festival. Do you know about the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival?
Yes,
they
it's-
have
Do you
it.
know what it
Yeah.
is?
Yes, of course I do.
Or would you
What is
try
it?
them?
They're sheep balls or whatever they are.
They're
Testicles.
bull balls.
Are they
Yeah,
bull
whatever.
balls or sheep
Yeah,
balls?
cow balls. Yeah, there you go. Are
So
you
if you
kidding
guys
me?
want to make a trip up here, it's,
On the-
I think it's like March
as a ma-
16th or something.
As a matter of fact, a couple years ago on the cult hit on my old television show, the CW Half Hour Happy Hour, we did a segment from the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival where we forced my very sheepish friend Mike Fleming to eat a Rocky Mountain oyster. He almost vomited on camera. It was hilarious.
BS, I would totally try them.
Well, I mean,
Balls?
balls in your mouth, you know.
That's
So
normal for
I'm sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. You open the door. I'm not gonna walk in through
First
it.
of all, we're talking about eating weird foods, and I will try any weird food as long as it's not alive.
Really?
Are you not
wanna
that
eat anything
adventurous?
alive?
You ate ants. They were alive.
Yeah,
I was
but
like
she's like,
6 years old, and I had one ant, and it was really spicy.
She's like, I killed those ants first.
I see.
Yeah.
So
they
we
are.
barbecued ants.
My
just-
mom and grandparents are going to be upset at you for your
Why?
dirty remarks you're making.
You barbecued ants. How is that a dirty remark?
That's not what he said.
I said you barbecued ants. That's what I just said.
So, and speaking of Rocky Mountain oysters, what I was
God.
talking about. If you guys want to come down here, it's at Virginia City. Oh, and Alice went bowling with me the other day. If you want to talk about sports, how was
Oh.
my bowling technique?
It was amazing. There are pictures to follow. If you want to see them, she's got great technique.
That was sarcasm.
No, that wasn't sarcasm. That was a compliment.
Oh, okay.
Mixed with sarcasm.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think Oscar should enter the Rocky Mountain Oyster
Yeah,
Festival
people are
March
thinking
16th.
that you should enter it.
Don't enter me.
You want to host that show?
What show?
The Rocky Mountain Oyster Show.
What day is it? Where are we?
It's like March 16th or
Saturday,
something.
March 16th.
Oh, I'll be doing things.
March
Stuffing
16th
your
is a
face.
I
Monday.
got stuff to do.
Is
I'm
it?
sorry. I
That's
got
a Saturday.
there's other things
I
happening.
thought the 16th. Oh no, the 18th.
This is a
Oh,
riveting,
18th.
riveting
18th
morning
Monday.
talk conversation. Whether the 16th is a Saturday or
Because I'm going on spring break San Diego
It's
girls
like,
trip. That's
we're all-
right. That's right.
Oh wow!
So we're going.
Whoa, whoa!
I'm so excited.
Spring
San
break!
Diego.
Oh, don't
we
be.
might hit up
You know he's
LA.
jealous.
Spring break! Spring break! That's not what happens on spring
Okay.
break.
well,
That's what I
actually,
imagine happens on spring break.
Aaron's very excited.
What happens on spring break? What happens?
We're older
here,
than
let's do
that.
this.
And
Here.
we're not going on a college SWAT.
Why don't we
thing.
go here? Why don't we do a rundown
We're
of?
going to Chicago.
We're going to Disneyland first of all with a 3-year-old little boy.
Okay, see?
Listen. Jeez.
That's gonna be
God.
who's the luckiest guy on the planet.
I know.
Let's talk. Let's go. Let's give it a rundown as to what Spring Break Girls Weekend is going to be like. I
Okay.
imagine at the end of the first night,
Not with
after
us,
all,
first of all.
after everything,
We're talking
hap-
about college
I
here.
know. Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean you
I'm
guys.
still
I'm
in
talking about
college.
your guys'
I'm
Girls
still in
Weekend.
college.
We're talking
I can get away
about
with that.
18 and
Yes.
21.
Yeah, where she's not old like us.
Me too.
Like,
Hey, I'm still old. I'm still,
let's
I'm
talk
just in
about. This is
college.
what I imagine. First night, right off the bat, end of the night, it's tickle fight. Is that what happens? Is that what happens? That's what I imagine.
We've had pillow and tickle
Yeah, we
fights.
strip down, have a tickle
That's our
fight,
Napa
right?
trip.
That's
when
what
we
I
went
think.
to Napa, we actually did.
That's what happens up here on spring break. But,
Well, that happens
well,
on a
that
regular
actually
basis.
happened.
I
Yeah,
believe.
it
Let's
really
talk.
happens.
Let's talk about that. I'll listen to you guys.
Okay, so this is what our spring break trip consists of. We're going to be driving down to San Diego for 8 hours. I don't think we're going to be doing very much by the time we get there.
Pillow and tickle.
What?
Pillow and tickle fight.
A tickle and.
Play I Spy in the road.
We can play I Spy.
Yeah, why
First
don't
of
you-
all, we're gonna have a
For
3-year-old
8
in the car.
You and I do it
Punch
when I.
Peggy!
I Spy.
The last time someone did like slug bug and punched me, I literally kicked them out of the car. I leaned over, opened the thing, and put my foot
You're
up.
like,
And went, "Whoosh," and they walked the rest of the way.
I don't believe it.
We were around the corner from the hotel, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it was a
The
statement.
hotel?
It
Was that your date?
We were driving. What?
that's how he
Around
like
the
ditches his
hotel?
date.
Yeah, when you're
That-
driving, when you're on
that's how
road
he
trips,
ditches his
typically you
date.
go to hotels.
You didn't say you're on a road trip. You
Yeah,
just
I
said
did.
last
It's the
time you
last
played
time, so-
Slugbug.
Okay, well now I'm explaining. It was a road trip. Sweet Jesus.
It's like, who's this girl that you pick up?
Seriously, what's up?
That's how Oscar ditches
Darren
his
doesn't-
date.
That's how you ditch your dates before the hotel. If they
I think-
punch you during slug
I'm
bug,
gonna
you
have
take them out
Darren
of the
escort
car.
you out
You're
of
like,
the building.
no, he does. Slug bug.
Brandy's not allowed to do cocaine before the show anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on. I'm
That
joking.
just sounded so bad.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
That was like horrible.
I'm joking.
Rumors are gonna get started.
I'm joking.
Oh
it
my
was
God,
diluted.
that's how
It was.
rumors are
It was
started.
powdered sugar. She just thought. It
All
was.
right. On Wednesday's show, it's just gonna be me and Alice.
We're kicking Oscar out of this.
Which brings us to
We're gonna invite Darren
which
up here.
which means well, it's a good time for us to say that my new show, 50 Shades of Nerd, will be starting very soon.
50 Shades
So
of
make
Nerd.
sure you guys check that out. Coming soon, the announcements, and we'll make let you guys know. It's going to be a very innovative and
nerdy
sexy show, if I may say so.
Let us know because Brandy and I want to tune in and make some comments.
Cool. Tune in. The more viewers, the better.
All right, you guys. Well, that is our wacky, crazy, weird rumor starting news. Thanks to this guy. That's
Thanks,
friggin'
Brandy.
awesome. Wow.
That's how weird news are
I've been
started.
friends with this guy since high school, and all of a sudden he just starts making up rumors
All right,
about me.
Brandy.
That's amazing. At least you know what that's about. How do you know that?
All I'm saying is they were in the bathroom for like 15 minutes before the show starts.
Although we're girls, we gotta look great for the camera.
Of course I'm kidding.
We
Gosh.
love
All
to get
right,
Stuart's
let's
saying
wrap
wrap it up,
Coming
so
up
let's
next
just-
is not Oscar.
Let's just wrap it up. Let's just, hey,
All right,
We'll
we have a
see
great
you.
show for you, and then we're gonna talk about events and stuff after that.
we got a very wired show,
See you
if you know
soon.
what I
Thank
mean.
you. We go to the bathroom now. I gotta run to the bathroom. Yeah. What in the world? Really?
When you're thinking about New Orleans, why not let jazz cook for you? Laissez le bon temps rouler, let the good times roll. That's what we do at Jazz, a Louisiana kitchen. It's awesome, baby, and you don't have to be from New Orleans to love the great Southern cooking. I can tell you that. Papa Vic here to invite you to the biggest Mardi Gras party this side of the French Quarter. Fat Tuesday is February 12th this year, so grab your mask and beads and get your tails on down here. We'll have beads, bugs, and bands with live entertainment starting at noon and running all day. Sign up for a trip for two to good old New Orleans and enjoy food and drink specials all day. We'll be partying Bourbon Street style with our enticing hurricanes and rum runners and the most authentic Cajun cuisine in northern Nevada. Can't make it at Jazz? Let us know, and we'll bring the taste, smells, and sounds of the French Quarter to your home or office party. Conveniently located in the Legend Shopping Center in Sparks Marina, just west of Shields. Jazz, a sultry day and a Dixieland band in every bite. If you're dreaming about New Orleans, let Jazz do your cooking up for you. Jazz, where there's always a party every night.
And welcome back. You're watching LoadedTV.com. This is the Wake Up Call, and I'm Ken McKim with your Tech Bites update. So there are still people around that refuse to let go of their Blackberries, and more often than not, if you ask them the reason why, it's because they like the physical keyboard and they don't want to give it up. Well, you might actually be able to have your cake and eat it too if a company named Tactus Technology has anything to say about it. Now, they are currently working on a keyboard that magically bubbles up and creates keys for you when you need it, and then the keys disappear completely when you don't. And they do this through a technology called microfluidics. And basically, it's a response to pressure that causes, key predefined areas to expand, thereby creating a key, and then to retract when no longer needed. Now, currently in stage 2 of the development, it only works in portrait mode. So it still has a way to go before it's dynamic enough to automatically detect whether you are in portrait or landscape mode. They are saying that they're also trying to figure out how to make it adjustable so that you can get the keys to be a little bit squishy if you like that kind of thing in your keyboard. So I, for one, am very intrigued by this because it was hard for me to make the switch. Admittedly, I'd had a physical keyboard since my old Trio days, if you remember the Trio line of phones. And I really did miss that keyboard for a long time, even with the advent of things like Swift Key and Swipe. I still miss that keyboard. So I'm looking forward, I'm getting my hands on one of these after the new year. They are expecting to be able to push this out at the beginning of 2014, and they're looking to partner with a Bay Area company right at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. I would like to hear from you if you gave up your keyboard and then regretted it, or if you're one of the ones that actually held on to their old BlackBerry or Trio or whatever you're using that has a physical keyboard, or maybe you're one of the people that are going to get one of the new BlackBerries that still has actual keys on it, because they did make that because they know their audience, and the people that love the keyboards aren't going to let it go anytime soon. So in the meantime, that's all we have time for today on Tech Bites. I know, kind of a short one, but as always, please send me your questions and comments to ken@loadedtv.com, or you can reach out to me on Twitter @WakeUpCallTech, and of course I'm on Google Plus and Facebook. So don't go anywhere. Of course, the Wake Up Call has many more great stories just ahead for you. I'm Ken McKim, and until I see you again, take care.
And you want a salt and pepper to taste. Hi, I'm Chef Dave Preston, Chef de Cuisine of Wake Up Call and LoadedTV.com. I'm also Nevada's guru of the good life, and I live in a world where without technology, I would fall so far behind. I use technology every day. I use the internet. I use video on demand, and I have a high-tech phone, and it all comes from Charter Communications. They have a thing called the Triple Play. For $29.95 a month for the first 12 months, you get the fastest internet according to PC Magazine, over 10,000 titles on video demand, and a telephone that has local and long-distance calling unlimited. It's a great way to resource. It's a great way to get knowledge and information. It's something I live with each and every day. Again, it's called the Charter Triple Play. If you want to find out a little bit more about it, you can call 855-75-SWITCH or go online for charter.com and learn about the Charter Triple Play. It's my preference. It makes me better at what I do, and you can say that Nevada's guru of the good life said Charter Communications will answer all your questions.
New Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
Hi, everybody. You're watching The Wake Up Call. Thanks for sticking with us. This is on LoadedTV.com, and we're your new alternative news source. We love to bring you the fun, the interesting, things to brighten up your day rather than bring you down, which, let's be honest, the news is kind of crummy. So normally I do a craft segment, but today I wanted to show you a local artisan who does her own sort of crafts. She's better at it than me. So Howard, good morning.
No, thank you.
How are
Hi,
you?
thanks for having me. I
Good.
appreciate it.
Vanessa Charlton?
Yes.
Charlton, okay, I want to say it right. So you are a local artisan, and you're selling these, you do these pots,
I
right?
do.
Probably other things as well, but this is what we were particularly interested in. Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for a little bit over a year. I kind of came up with the idea as a Christmas gift, and then I lost my job, and it kind of became a little bit more like a good way to supplement my income. So, yeah, so I thought flower pots were a fun way. I love plants and different themes that I've been able to come up with. This one's kind of a Hawaiian style pots with the hula dancers and stuff.
Completely done, you guys. Like,
Yeah, we
not one part is not done.
do the saucers
Isn't
as
that
well
great?
too. So yeah, and they let me sell them here at Soup Restaurant off the top of their cooler for no commission. So that works out really nicely for me when they do
Really nice.
finally sell. And it's just been a fun way to switch up things a little bit. I really I don't do other mediums at all. This is the only thing I've really been working with. So I'm happy with the turnout, and people seem to really like them.
They're really, really beautiful. So this is the island one. I really like this one.
Yeah.
And you also got these little, what are these?
We do a lot of beads around the brim of them.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and whatever comes to mind, whatever I go and find that inspires me.
But I'm
So.
loving the color. I mean, this is something that you could, well, she's got several other ones, and I want to show a couple other because It's it's kind of what you're into, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I like this island. Isn't that
This is
cool?
kind of a Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, sugar skulls that we like to do. My boyfriend helps me with these, so whenever he feels creative is when I get to do a Day of the Dead pot. But he helped me with this one, and
Love it.
yeah, it's fun stuff. A lot of people really like this, so everything is different and
Completely
everything.
done on all sides. That's what I love too. It's not, you look under and it's like,
Yeah, no, it's
love
definitely
it.
got a lot of
So
love
how
into
long
it.
does one of these take you to make?
It takes me about 3 or 4 days sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is I don't know if I move as quickly as others might, but
I mean,
yeah.
I think, this is the thing. Okay, listen, well, I could do that. I can hear people say, well, I could make that.
Absolutely.
But you know
And
what?
they do.
Well, they do, but look at how these are spaced and everything. This is where you're getting into the detail work. It's not just,
Correct.
and spray
Correct.
paint
So-
it with a can of spray paint. These are hand painted, all detailed. They're beautiful.
And I do give them a spray over them that will help protect them so that
Like an
people,
acrylic clear or something?
I think of them as a piece of art, and I want to protect them
love it.
for people. So.
And I love they're so colorful. Let's show another one because
All
I
right.
want everybody to see them in
So
detail.
here we have a Om and lotus
Oh,
flower
that's so
pot.
cool.
And to be honest with you, I didn't realize that these two things go together before somebody told me a little bit of the history about it. But I guess Om was supposed to be the first sound of the universe, and the lotus flower was the first flower. So those two things go together.
And you put some sort of an applique or something on this one.
I actually just dot over it after I
Well,
finish
what about
that.
this?
And this is an iron-on patch, and I use those sometimes if I can find a cool one. Again,
that is so
fun
cool.
inspiration.
And look at the little Buddhas.
Yeah.
And you guys, these are so cool. And who wouldn't want one of these?
Thank you so much.
On
I
their
really appreciate
porch
it.
or out, inside or outside, I think. Beautiful. All right, let's show this last one, and then we'll talk a
All
little
right,
more.
so then we just have another Day of the Dead vase
that's so
going
cool.
around with the flaming heart, and then bringing it back around to some roses. And again, the inside is
Completely
colorful.
natural.
It's sprayed, so it should.
So how to hold of you?
I actually have most of my work is on, so I have a hand flower pot Renaissance book. Right now I'm only selling them through Soup because it's kind of cut out the of it all.
right.
No breaking, no
Convenient.
shing.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone needs great lunch, they can come to Soup and see
That's
my
right.
pots as well.
So, but tell us the Facebook. Where do they?
It's a hand flower pots by Vanessa. So
Hand painted pots by
pretty
Vanessa. You
basic
can
stuff.
go to her Facebook page. You can check out all of the design work. But really, the best way is to come down here to Soup. And it is
Absolutely.
located on South Virginia. If you're in the Reno area, you probably know where it is because it's a really popular place.
if you don't, you should.
Exactly, really, because they've expanded. Lots going on over here. This is so cool. I want you guys to get down here and see these. This one might be my favorite.
There's
I'm
some-
holding it because it's my favorite. So cute. I love it. They're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Either get down here to Soup or please come or go to the Facebook page and check it out. Support your local artisans. They are what makes our community great and colorful. I love it. You're watching The Wake Up Call. We'll be right back.
Thanks, honey.
There is certainly a lot of good food here at the Bonanza. I'm Chef Dave. I'm going to make a foodie out of you. Give us a watch each and every morning, and we'll talk about wine, produce, food, great recipes, fun things to do around Reno. Every weekday morning from 9 to 10, it's Wake Up Call. We're at the steakhouse at the Atlantis because special things are going on, and I like to do special things. Guest this morning is Evan Drucker, who is with Spotlight Brands, and that's a marketing company for wines. It's kind of an all-new model that's starting to really take off in the Valley. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Talk a little bit about the wines. We have a nice portfolio, but we're talking about 3 of your great wines today.
So my partner Robin and I put a portfolio of 8 wineries. For the time being, they're all California producers, small production wines. For the most part, 3,000 cases or under. We pick wines that are real family-owned, artisanal projects, stuff with passion, of a sense of place. So wines that we could be really proud of.
And when you pick the wines, it's very interesting because when you deal with the big properties, I know from experience, a lot of times they're a little gun shy about small productions. So it's really more for the consumer, isn't it?
Well, really what it's about is taking this portfolio of wines we put together and bringing them to a wholesaler. There's strength in numbers for these small wineries that, used to have traction with distributors, and now, there's such a small portion of their, total sales revenue. You could bring a portfolio of 8 wines and they deal with 1 or 2 sales managers, and that way we're able to get a little bit more traction than one of these small wineries would usually have on their own.
All right, what'd you bring us today?
So we've got 3 wines from our selections today. We've got Caraccioli, which is a new project founded in 2006. It's the former winemaker of Roeder Estate.
Wow.
So he made wine in Champagne. He actually had his hand involved with Cristal at one point.
Wow.
He came out here about 20 years ago and was the founding winemaker for Roeder in Anderson Valley, and has since moved on to Caraccioli. So they're making sparkling wines out of the Santa Lucia Highlands. This is their 2007 Brut Cuvée. So it's a blend of 60% Chardonnay and 40% Pinot Noir, aged 5 years before release. Very, very phenomenal stuff. If you had it in a blind tasting, you'd think it was champagne.
Good stuff. And it is Central Coast grapes.
It's Central Coast, correct. The specific appellation's Santa Lucia Highland.
Absolutely. And it seems that the extractions are a little sweeter, and they ferment fairly well from everything I'm told. It really gives you a good champagne bubble. So.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal wine, and it's something we were lucky to find a year ago, and has been really successful.
It's funny
us.
how I said champagne bubble, and I know better than that. Everybody, there's only one champagne, and that's in France.
Hope nobody in France is watching.
No. Well, I hate to say this. There's a possibility. This is a worldwide.
Sorry, we apologize.
It's one of those Freudian things. It's the day after election in America. We're all crazy here. What else? What's our white wine here?
This is a project DeSanti, and it's husband and wife team, David and Catherine DeSanti. This is their 2010 Old Vine Sauvignon Blanc. So it's a vineyard from the very north end of St. Helena, Varotza Vineyard, 37 years old, organically farmed, really, really beautiful stuff, made in a traditional Sancerre style.
Sancerre. What's the advantage of an Old Vine Chardonnay? We've heard of Old Vine Zins, but talk a little bit about that.
I think it really depends on the vineyard itself. Old Vine is a marketing term that gets thrown around really loosely. Traditionally, older vines will have lower yields, which could lead to more concentration. But, really in the scheme of things, it doesn't mean all that much.
And of course, we have to have a red wine.
Sure. So the red wine, our grand finale, is the Vineyard 7 and 8. This is their 2009 Estate Cabernet. This is a property on the very top of Spring Mountain at about 2,000 foot elevation. This vineyard was planted in 1981 by a gentleman named David Abreu, and it's made by a phenomenal winemaker, Luc Morlaix, who came to them from Peter Michael, another French guy with just really phenomenal winemaking.
And I've had this, and this is a huge, wonderful, big-time wine.
Yep, it's a big boy, that's for sure.
Oh, it is good, and it's and again, all the stuff's available here.
I'm Brandi Dequin.
I'm Dave Preston.
Jones.
Ken McKim, host of The Wake Up Call.
Live here at the Bonanza Casino.
Every weekday morning.
From 9 to 10 a.m. All right, what a great show. I'm coming down now.
There it is.
We're
She's
back.
coming down from the high.
I don't know what you guys are on. But,
So that was really good show. Thank you guys for watching.
Being honest and admitting you have a problem is your first step to recovery, so that's good.
All right, then let's stop and tell everybody you're kidding. So,
Of course I'm kidding.
People out there
Of
are gonna
course
like.
I'm kidding. They're not doing cocaine before the show.
We just
Heroin.
do it after.
Heroin.
All
Big
right.
time.
You guys, this is the time where we talk about events. Oscar.
Kidding. Events. Well, I always got events going on. I mean, you can always, of course, we'll talk about this every day this week, and of course, you can see me every Friday and Saturday at Harris Reno, doing beer pong. That's going on every Friday and Saturday.
Really? They have a beer pong tournament?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes, of course you have, because I'm doing a major celebrity. No.
He's been on Showtime.
That's true.
Okay.
Showtime's Oscar Ovies.
Who's
But
a celebrity?
He said he is.
this guy right here.
And I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, this guy. I'll bring in a copy of my DVD. I'll sign it for you.
Okay,
If
cool.
you guys
Every
want to
Friday
win a
and Saturday.
copy of Oscar's
Techniques
DVD,
on how to play beer pong.
That's
by Oscar.
that's what we should do. We should
Why
do
don't
that.
you do it right
We
now?
should give away because I don't have any at the moment.
well, you're not giving away right now. You're
Well,
gonna mail them
Just
to
I know,
Russia
but
or
I-
something.
to Russia?
Well, if Stella wins,
Stella!
Russia.
Stella!
If TiVo wants one, I'm
that's-
sure he's...
Or Alexi, or Boris, or Tiva, or BLD.
All right.
Sweetheart.
So anyway, that's my events. You can always see me going. Of course, every Friday and Saturday, Harris
Beer
Reno.
pong. Speaking of
I
which,
have,
Brandi and I played beer pong. It wasn't great. We sucked.
And,
then,
all right.
I'm always good at what
Rock
I do.
and
What are you
roll.
talking about?
Brandy's technique is
daily-
horrible, and they suck at beer pong. That's what we learned today. That's what cocaine will get you.
I'm gonna let you finish events. Well, I just look at my phone. Go ahead, keep going.
Well, of course, they have Tony Suddy's audition. I mean, that's right. Tony Suddy's audition is
Yeah.
that going on? What?
Oh my
we're
God!
not gonna-
Let's drop the mic and everything.
Well, then we get the day out for
Oh,
the thing.
there. Okay, so Tony Setti is still hosting an event.
Right.
She's looking for. It's this Thursday. She's looking for 300 to 400 people.
Yeah.
So
Ages
guys,
14 to 21, right?
You have to appear. Well, the thing is, you have to appear to be 14 or 21. But she also said parents could be in the music video with the kids.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
It's
for Cash Money Records and Disney.
Which is
They're
Disney
doing
Records, yes.
Yeah, they're doing a music video.
Disney
Interestingly
has
enough,
its own record label.
Interestingly enough, when I look for when I do casting calls, I often look for they have to be between 14 and 21, right?
That is absolutely
Anyway,
wrong.
Anyway, so
That is so wrong.
they
That
can't
is really wrong.
they can't look younger than 14 or older than 21.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's no. So Tony said he's got the when is it, Thursday? No, okay. I can handle it myself.
You guys
I've done
at
it
the
before.
20th, 9:30 a.m. National Automobile Museum. All right, I'll let you finish since you want to keep doing that. Jazz night at 6 p.m. The 21st.
Oh yeah.
The 21st at 11 a.m. daily bourbon testing at Wild River Grill.
Right.
Another thing coming up this weekend, the Reno Beer Crawl.
Oh, great.
That's true.
I know
that
Reno
is
has
this
so many
Saturday.
Pub crawls, but this is a beer crawl.
Get over
For
it,
St.
Reno.
Patty's Day. I think it's a St. Patty's Day thing.
No.
Oh, no, that's next month.
St.
What
Patty's
is
Day
it?
is next month.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, next month there's a Leprechaun Crawl.
Yeah.
This month we just have, I guess, a
I
random
was like,
beer
Yeah,
crawl.
wait,
we-
it's
we
not
just-
even March yet.
We just had a crawl 2 friggin' weeks ago.
We
so
have
why
them
not?
all the time.
No, last week was
Yeah, they had a vampire
the
Valentine's
vampire.
Day.
Yeah, the vampire
Wow.
crawl, and then now it's the
Lame.
Reno Beer Crawl.
And then our friend Michelle's birthday's on Sunday. Happy birthday, Michelle. Dirty
So,
30. Woo, woo.
I know we're gonna be out Thursday night. Come check us out.
Don't.
Actually, don't.
Don't
come,
tell them.
don't
We're
check
going to
us
be in
out.
San Francisco.
Don't check us out. It might be disastrous.
So if you guys want to go to the Nevada State Museum in Carson City on the 22nd at 10 a.m., that's the Dollar Exchange at the Nevada State Museum.
And then also at Harris Reno, this is one of the last weekends, if not the last weekend, that you can see Eli and my good friend Rick D'Elia
Oh, we still have one
at
more
Harris
weekend.
Reno. So you guys can always come down, check that out, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The show starts at 8 o'clock, so just go to harrisreno.com for more information. At least one more weekend. It might be the last, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
so.
it is. I thought this weekend was the last one. That's
Yeah.
good. So you guys even mentioned Loaded TV, and you guys can get in. So that's good.
And then while you're there after the show, you come on over and say what's up. I'm BSing on the microphone over at Beer Pong. So
Yeah, head there afterwards.
yeah, cat call me. I don't
I know
mind it.
you were talking about the fireplace, your little fireplace story.
Yep.
So there's a place called the Fireplace Room in Truckee. They're having moon gravy there on the 22nd
Moon
at 7
gravy.
p.m.
What's Moon Gravy?
I don't know.
Moon Gravy, new band name.
Maybe
I
it's a
called
band.
it.
I think it's a band.
Oh, speaking of bands, Pennywise is coming into town.
Pennywise, straight out of 1997. They found Pennywise, and they're coming to. That's cool.
They're
Good for
coming
them.
to the Knitting Factory, so if you guys are a
Nice.
huge fan of Pennywise, definitely check them out.
I know they're real.
So the 28th at 6:30, Knitting Factory.
I haven't listened to Pennywise since I was.
It's been such a long time.
Yeah, yikes.
But people
I feel
still love
old.
them.
Now I'm
All
depressed.
right, what song do they have that I would know?
Probably nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that's our show. Hope you enjoyed it. And Oscar
Stop,
is
that sounds
really
disgusting.
annoying us and actually grossing us out. And he
sounds
smells
like
a
he's
little
like-
funny.
He
So-
sounds like he's trying to blow snot.
He does. It's really freaking weird. Anyway, like us all on Facebook. And we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. LoadedTV.com, wake up call, live from the Bonanza Casino. See you tomorrow morning. Thanks.
You're watching the Wake Up Call!